Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
Semifinals and the finals, man, these guys are going to bring the heat. These guys are going to bring the action. Joe actually has the average advantage. Just taking a quick peek at the stats over here. 73.45 in the opening round for Joe Ricard, and only a 71.95 for Tom. Tom will have the honors to start the very first semifinal match of Season 3. The Emperor. Look at him in all of his glory. This is the Season 2 champion. This is the guy that everyone's looking to gun down. So we'll see Tom walk back to the board. Look at that target. You guys see that massive target that he has on his back? Yeah. All the other players in the WPL have placed it there, and they want to take Tom down. Mike failed at the task in the opening round, and Joe is looking to do it here in the semifinals. Tom off to a great start, 85. Looking just to continue. One of the things that we've known and really come to love about Tom is the fact that, you know, a triple or treble-less visit is actually quite rare for Tom. He usually always seems to walk away from the board with at least one triple in the triple 20 segment. Joe, no slouch either. Look at those darts flying in so beautifully. A solid 195, excuse me. I thought that was a 140. Tom, again, it's more of an oddity that he doesn't hit a triple. Look at that line, a beautiful line there from those three darts. Solid 100. Tom, such a reliable scorer and even more fearsome on the outer segment of the board. And Joe certainly has the task in front of him, but more than capable of giving Tom a worthy challenge. These guys produced some great games in Season 2. Tom and Ron also had some great matches. That was the Season 2 finals between Tom and Ron. Tom really seemed to just kick into another gear. Solid 1-2-1 fired away there from Tom Curtin. Joe looking just to continue this high-flying scoring, high-flying start. Great averages from both guys to get things going here. 85 punched in, 86.75 average, leaving himself 154. First part is found. Needs a trip 18, can't find it. Just looking to continue to set up here. Solid 98. A little bit of a nod of the head there. Unacceptable, says the Emperor. Sure, some guy just got strangled in the background, one of our interns. The Emperor's Jedi mind powers or Sith Lord mind powers. 45 there from Joe, not leaving himself anything worthwhile. 154 is a big, big ask. Tom looking to take out double top. Finds it with that second dart, so a merciless opening salvo there from Tom. The Emperor has arrived. Joe Ricard, respectable 69.40. Nice average indeed, but not nice enough to take out Tom. Again, a long way to go here. Best of five, best of five. Certainly gives the guys some space to breathe. Some space to settle into that rhythm, settle into their game. And again, not to really hype up Tom too much, but when you hit darts like that, man, is it really hard to just deny the guy what he's rightfully earned. Another 1-2-1 fired in. Joe Ricard already on the back foot here, and that dart isn't going to do him any favors. Blocker of a second might go downstairs. Likes to try and force it through. Brizzle, yes, indeed, this is already a great match. Both these guys have crazy averages, 93.30 for Tom, 61.86 for Joe. Looking to try and boost that up. And again, the triples, they come good and plenty here for the Emperor. Firing in already a 280 after two visits to the board. Joe blocking his vision of that triple 20 segment, just trying to force it. Might do well, just take a breather. Do what the darts really just want him to do, what comes natural. And are we going to see the big 180 from the Emperor? Come on, Tom, fill it up. No, a little bit of an eye roll. The entire world saw that, Tom. Unfortunately, you were live on broadcast, and we saw you miss that 180. Try again next time. And are we going to see the 180 in response? No, Joe puts it high. That would have been an awesome, awesome counter visit. A little bit of a nod there from the Emperor to Tom. 159, not gettable at all. Can only set up what everyone in the darts world calls a bogey leave, bogey number. What some people that we don't speak of, they call them booger numbers. Always very suspicious of those people. Great setup there, great dart play from the Emperor. Solid stuff. 102 scored. Again, no pressure from Joe Ricard. 230 points remaining, so can only look to set up with a big visit. One more of those would do quite nicely for Mr. Ricard. Can only find the big hundo, leaving himself 130. Tom eyeballing 57. 2 chances at tops again. Puts it a little high, wants it a little low. And he goes just a little too low. So life for Mr. Ricard, 130. We call this the little fish because you only need 1 in that triple 20 segment. Yeah, I just can't find it. A disappointment on Joe's face there. Wanted it really badly. Great choice to move to the trip 18s. Can't find it. 3 darts at double 10 for Mr. Curtin. Pulls it well inside, going upstairs. And he can't find it, so a little bit of questioning of the board, questioning of the darts, just questions in general. Joe, 72 left. He's going to stay there for 32 to leave himself 1 chance at tops. And again, well off the mark. A little bit of radar calibration from both players needed. Tom seemed pretty convincing off the rip, but might have been a, well, let's see what he does here. Can't find it, so yes, calibration is needed indeed from both guys. Joe, certainly happy about these chances and know that they will not come very often. Needs to capitalize, needs to take here. Finds it with the second dart, so that's a great answer. Great response there from Mr. Ricard. The Emperor going to be upset. No reaction on the face, just a fist bump. Tom is laser focused in on getting the job done. Great first dart. Sloppy second dart, though. Wants to try and correct, and he does. Another 1-2-1 start there from the Emperor. Great darts there. Great way to get off when you can get over with a ton plus that first throw. A little bit of a shake of the hand, shake of the leg there from Joe. Wild first dart. Great way to find that third one into that triple 20 segment. 92 scored. It's a little bit of a sloppy start there. He does very well to correct. Tom trying to just split the middle between those 2 darts and just can't. Only 60. Joe looking to keep pace here. Already well behind after 1 visit, which is kind of startling, but doing well to keep the scoring pace, and a solid 140 there from Joe. Great darts down to 269 after 2 visits to the board. And here comes the Emperor. Never count this man out. Looks like 2 in there. Come on, Tom. Oh, his flight just pushed it outside. 1, 2, 3. Not quite as easy as ABC for that 180. Certainly wanted it there. Joe, all of a sudden, step or 2 behind after that 1, 2, 3. Does very well to find that third dart. 97 fired in from Joe. No finish, though. Both guys here as Tom looking to knock down this 197. Does very well to find that third dart in that triple 19 segment. 97 fired in, leaving himself a reliable 100. Joe needs to work hard here to try and correct that first dart mistake. Unforced error there. Unfortunate visit there. Only 30 scored, so Tom, all of a sudden he was having to work hard to try and knock it down to 100. Might have some extra time here. 2 darts at tops. And a clinical 100 take. No mercy from the Emperor there. That is a solid setup and a solid leave. And yeah, the look on Joe's face just kind of says it all. Damn. Unfortunate, but that's the level of game, the caliber of game that you need to bring if you're going to try and take out Tom. And are we going to see the 180 here from Joe? I think that's the 180. Nod of the head says yes. And we are on for a 9-darter, ladies and gentlemen. Solid darts there from Joe. Tom just looking to try and answer. only find the 100. So Joe, 3 darts into the 9, no pressure. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Boo this man, boo. Of course, don't do that. Joe Ricard's a lovely guy. We love him dearly here at the WPL. But man, is it always a shame when we get 3 darts, 4 darts. I believe last season we got 5 darts in. I damn near fell out of my chair when we get that far in, but oh man, just not to be. Maybe we'll see it one of these days. Solid darts here from Joe. Firing away, really finding his stride here. Does find that 3rd dart. Big 137, knock down his score to an out. Tom sitting at 316, Joe at 122. Tom has certainly been traveling to a lot more tournaments. As of late, I believe he's going to Budapest, represent the United States. Congratulations, Tom. A bunch of players in the greater Northeast got invited to go represent their country, represent their communities in Budapest, and we hope he does very well over there abroad, playing internationally. Again, it just kind of raises the bar here for everybody when all these players get to travel around and we have all these players in these leagues. Get to interact with them, learn from them. Just kind of increases the knowledge of everybody. Rising tides raise all ships. And a solid 83 is going to lower Tom's score. Not anything workable. Joe working with 46. 2 chances at tops, but still plenty of time. If he doesn't get it done, but of course he gets it done. Joe Ricard, 2 darts needed. 84. Tom Curtin to 80 average from Joe. Both guys firing away, but Joe looking for a break of throw if he wants to get this opening set. Tom Curtin, all he needs to do is just relax and hold. Hold steady and a solid. Choosing to go down to the 17s, knock it down. 91, leaving himself 410. Joe, quite the smooth operator with that throw of his. Look how consistent and clean that is. And, of course, Caster's curse, right as I say that. Only a 45 fired in. While we have some time here from both of these guys, if you guys are looking to donate to the WPL prize pool, please support us. Ko-fi.com/WPL. The little link is right there above the scoreboard. All the donations go directly to general operations, keeping the lights on, paying for the dartboards. We certainly go through quite a few of those throughout the season. And it increases the prize pool for this season. All of the players are guaranteed to pay out regardless of where you finish. Even 7th and 8th. Just sweetens the pot. They will thank you for it. Thank you guys for tuning in. 99 fired in there from Tom Curtin. So, while not an absolute flyer of a start, both guys quite respectable. Tom already in the mid-200s. Joe, solid darts here. Going to try and force it through. Goes high. Finds that 100. 311 there. 256. Tom looking like he might have the advantage in this leg, but he needs to find that triple. So a little bit of a misstep here from Tom Curtin. Joe Ricard, about 100 points out exactly. If he can find a 100 or 140 here, all of a sudden starts asking some questions of Tom. Does very well to find that 100, so both guys, okay, who needs to start from 501? 211 it is. Oh, Tom looking to just run away with it. Can't quite find that second dart in there. Finds the big 137, leaving himself 74. Joe, no out. Going to have to rely on some mistakes from Tom Curtin, which is, well, it's like asking for the sun not to shine. Never know when an eclipse might be on the schedule here. Only 60 fired in from Joe, so going to have to really rely on some missteps here from Tom Curtin. Finds the 14. 20 to leave, 40. 1 dart at double top. And, of course, it's Tom Curtin. It's the Emperor marching away with that opening set. Both guys going all the way in the opening set there. 2 legs to 3 for Tom. Great darts.
Looking for your next night out in Worcester? Tee Up Tap Room is the place to be. With 5 golf simulator bays, more than 20 dartboards, a full bar and kitchen, and leagues for both golf and darts running year-round, Tee Up is the go-to spot for competition and community. Swing by Tee Up Tap Room at 70 James Street in Worcester and see why it's the city's home for golf, darts, and good times.
Level of play here for both these guys, 78 for Joe, 83 for Tom. We saw in the first round, mid-70s is the benchmark for all the players here in the WPL. At least if you want to advance in the second round, solid 140 there from Joe. Tom, as we saw last season, we really saw it from everybody at the end of last season. There was just that extra gear. And are we going to see an extra 180 tonight? No, we are not. Both guys opening the massive barrages of 140s, blowing each other up here on the scoreboard. Another triple 20 found Joe playing very well, finding the 100. Again, sometimes darts just comes down to who gets lucky and hits the red bit more. I mean, both these guys are all over it. There's only so much focus, only so much concentration. Neck and neck down the line here, guys. 2-6-1 to 2-6-1. What a match we have developing here between these two amazing players. Joe, unfortunate there not to find that triple 20. Looks like it was on target. Just clattered into that low dart there. Finds that triple 20. Tom doing very well. Finds the big 140, so punishing Joe Ricard there, capitalizing on that 60 scored there. Already down to an out. Joe outside of the village there. Needs to try and hop the fence to get inside. Join his comrade on his way to the outer ring of the board here. 121 remaining, only 101 left. Going down to the 17s, can't find it. So there will be an opportunity for Joe, and these are the types of finishes that really the rest of the Worcester Premier League is going to have to try and capitalize on time after time. Tom has proven to be so reliable under 100 that you really have to try and snatch as many ton pluses as you can. Solid 25. Solid second dart. Are we going to see the 101? Oh, by a millimeter, ladies and gentlemen. That was so close. Wow. Great effort there from Joe Ricard. Almost snatching that from the jaws of potential defeat. If Tom can find this dart here, and if, oh, a little bit of a miss. So drama is abound. Joe getting under the skin, rattling the cage of Tom. We might just see a double 4. Simple take, but nothing is ever simple in darts. Finds it with the second dart. My goodness, that was close. Both guys, even a little bit of smile from the Emperor there. He knows that was a good leg. There's no denying that one, Tom. Come on. Sometimes this game can be fun. Solid opening salvo there from Tom Curtin. But it's Joe who has the advantage in this leg. A little bit of a loose dart there. Needs to settle down. Unfortunate start there. So Joe maybe riding a little too high off of the previous leg there. Needs to try and find his rhythm again. Really did well to find a reliable rhythm there. Another 100 fired in there from Tom Curtin. So again, back to business. I said that Tom's cage might have been rattled, but God, it's really hard to shake the Emperor out of his clothes. Can't really get under the skin of the guy. He's just reliable. I mean, the guy just looks at you and you just feel scared sometimes. And even more when you watch his darts, you go, my goodness, are we even going to see another 180 here? Oh, Tom, come on, just fill the bed. Sometimes he just lets his darts do the talking, and my goodness, it's frightening. Frightful stuff there. Leaving himself 180 after 3 visits to the board. Joe Ricard well behind at 357. Solid 140 to march his way down, but again, playing catch-up in a game that Tom is well ahead, and if he can just find another triple 20, it's going to be looking very dire for Joe. Oh my goodness, going down to the triple 19s. Solid visit, solid correction, solid darts. Big 120 there to leave himself 60. Joe Ricard, 217. Again, going to have to rely on mistakes from Tom if he wants to try and have a look at this leg, but Tom looking to lick it and stick it here with this 60. Joe, no good setup. So Tom needing to try and get out in 2, maybe 3. Oh, so Disappointment there, some disgust on the face of Tom Curtin. One dart at double 20 and low. So again, unfortunate for Joe. Didn't have a better round previous turn because even if it was a high out 174, you cannot take it out in 3 darts. Gonna go to the trip 18s here probably. Goes for the 14s there. Great visit, 134. Leave himself 40 left. Joe knows what he's doing. He doesn't have to listen to me. Tom, frustration there, cursing at himself. And a mistake here from the Emperor. Are we seeing a little bit of a rattled psyche? Rattled Tom? Is this real, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Ricard, an opportunity. Darts at double 20. Needs to walk it in. And he does. Clinical take there from Joe Ricard. Solid visit there from Joe, and all of a sudden, 2 legs on the spin. Big pressure on Tom. Joe looking like the favorite to take this set, but nothing is ever certain in life, ladies and gentlemen. Joe still has to get it done. Needs to find a triple. Does. Big 95 there. Great round. Great savior of a 3rd dart. Never give up on any round. Never give up on any dart. You never know what can happen. Tom Curtin looking to fire back. Another treble-less visit. So rare in Season 2. Even continues to be so rare here in Season 3. Both guys firing away. Big averages. Joe looking to be the steady ship in the dock here in this second set. Wow, 140 fired in. Great darts from both guys. Tom getting a little aggravated, getting a little frustrated maybe. Firing away. Big 100 follow-up, leaving himself 341. Joe sitting at 266. Looking to try and drop it in lower. That micro correction goes haywire. Finds that 3rd one, so it's a solid visit. 81 scored, leaving himself 185. Tom all the way back on 341. Needs to find 2. 1 treble visit is not going to do him any favors, though he does find the 100. You can see the frustration on Tom's face, though. He knows it. Joe looking to just march it down. 145 remaining now. Goes down to the bullseye, and he finds it. So 65 scored to leave himself 120. Shanghai on the 20s. Tom sitting at 241, so really has to have a big visit here if he wants to have a look. Are we going to see a 180? We've seen 140s. Oh, the flights deny it. They say no. Still a solid visit regardless. All of a sudden, Tom, big pressure on Joe out of left field. Joe, 1st dart is perfect. 2nd dart, money. And the 3rd dart just can't cash out. We were so close to seeing a Shanghai. Great effort from Joe there. And Tom looking at 101, 81 remaining. Can't find it with the 2nd dart to leave himself a way out. So Joe, 1 dart away from taking set 2 here, tying up this game at 1 set apiece. Is he going to be able to do it? Just wide. Just high and wide. And a solid 3rd. Uses those first 2 as a cradle. Guide those darts in. Awesome stuff there. This game is tied, ladies and gentlemen. What a match that we have for you guys here today.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. From embroidered polos to customized uniforms and fan gear, they have the expertise and the people to do it all. Their catalog includes spiritwear, athletic equipment, and promotional items. From mugs and golf balls to jackets and hoodies, everything is branded to your specifications. For gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
Both these guys really stepping up their game, 81 and 85 respectively. Uh-oh, looks like the Emperor is upset, and the 180 is found. Big 180 there from Tom Curtin. No more messing about. No more child's play. Joe has to answer back after a big opening barrage there from Tom. Ah! What a catch there from those darts, hey, solid 80. What a weird way to get it. And all of a sudden, we're 4 darts in from Tom. 5 darts in from Tom. Are we going to see it? 6 darts in from Tom. Is that a back-to-back 180s? Oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to damn near fall out of my seat if he does this. 421, Joe, well far behind, but unfortunately, that's just not the story of this leg anymore. Come on, Tom. Oh, boo this man. Boo, boo. What an effort there from Tom Curtin. Fantastic opening 6. You can see the laugh there from Joe Ricard. It's so rare that you even get 2 rounds into a 9-dart leg. My goodness, that was some fantastic stuff. Again, how many times have we seen individuals be on 9-darters and lose the leg? Tom still has a leg to win here. Joe's still doing very well to march his way down. 55 remaining, finds that 15 going upstairs. And he hits it in 12. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 12-dart leg there from Tom Curtin. That is some nice stuff there. Solid darts from the Emperor himself, bumping up his average to 89. We can give him as much praise as he deserves, but the 9-dart leg was missed, and, well, damn, that would have been really cool if we were able to see that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the 9-darter, but solid darts there from Tom, cementing that he is still the man to beat even after that set was taken by Joe. 45 punched in from Tom. So, again, we've seen this before where a little bit of shaky nerves after you have a fantastic leg, and all of a sudden Joe really firing on all cylinders here. Another 100, back-to-back hundos. Solid stuff. Tom all of a sudden struggling to find that triple 20 bed. Needs to keep up the scoring. There's that triple 20 that's so reliable, so accustomed to Tom's throw. Only 81 found. It's a little bit of a hiccup here, and Tom's march down the board, but Joe doing very well to just keep steady, keep cool. Finds that triple 20 right in the bottom right-hand corner. 95 found. Great stuff there from Joe. And Tom far behind, but no leg is out of reach for the Emperor. Again, frustration on the face of Mr. Curtin. Joe just looking to keep on plugging away. Solid darts there. Finds the 140, I believe. I think that's in there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Joe is on an absolute heater of a leg. 66 remaining after 4 visits to the board. Tom sitting all the way back on 320. Big 140 answer for Tom Curtin, but still 180 remaining. Joe sitting quite pretty at 66. Needs to get it done, though. Can't mess about. 56 remaining. I believe that was a misstep there from Joe. That's a curious way to go. Yeah, that's not correct, actually. Joe had 66 left, I believe, and I believe they're discussing this right now. So I believe a scoreboard correction is due. He leaves himself 30. Little bit of a mental math mistake there. Very rare from either guy. Both these guys usually dialed in. We'll see if that actually comes back to punish Joe. Solid darts there, solid 100. So all of a sudden, if Joe misses this take, is this going to be a big moment in the game, a big opportunity missed? Big 15 is hit, goes down to the 7, looking to nail it, and it was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, never in doubt. Joe Ricard always had that in the bag. My goodness. Who are we to doubt this guy? My goodness. But, yeah, that was pretty scary. I don't think Joe would probably – I think he would probably look to avoid that in the future. That all happens, though. Again, we're not robots. We're all human beings playing this game. Sometimes we get tunnel vision, and sometimes we make mistakes with our math. Lord knows that I certainly do it. I think every single league night it happens at least once. Can't fault these guys. Again, if you were just joining us live, man, One set apiece, one leg apiece. What a time to join us. You have missed an absolutely fantastic game so far. Look at the averages of these guys blowing it up. 88 for Tom, 81 for Joe, but neck and neck. And Tom, are we going to see a 180 here? Come on. Oh, frustration, disappointment, really. Tom doesn't really express frustration. He just is disappointed with his darts. And, God, I can't think of a worse thing to be on the receiving end of is, well, Tom. Again, his darts probably go through much abuse with how well they're used to playing. So Tom more or less expects triple 20s. Again, we're so used to seeing him just walk away every round with at least one. Can't find it this time, so only 45. Joe doing very well to stay cool. Rattle Tom. Really get under his skin here. What a game that these guys are having. Unfortunate second dart there. Finds the third dart. 81 found. Every single point is worth its weight in gold, ladies and gentlemen, between these two guys. 80 scored. And a solid 100 found there from Tom. Even looking to try and check if that was not a 140, but 195 after 4 visits. Not bad at all. Joe looking to just try and find some more. One more of those will do quite nicely, and he does find it. Great darts, great visit. 194 to 195. Joe winning by 1 point. Not that really matters anyway. It's just fun to say. All of a sudden, a curious visit here from Tom. Does very well to correct. 2 triples from Joe. Will set him up quite nicely. Tom still sitting at 119, which is gettable, but it's maybe not as friendly as he would have liked. An unfortunate, disappointing throw there. Haywire second dart. Can't even find the triple 20 bed. Can't find the trip 19 to try and correct. So Tom, all of a sudden, what was a relatively scary moment, looking to clean up this 119. Finds that trip 19 off the rip. Finds the trip 12. Wait a minute. Needs to do some math. Hold up. He actually just might be correcting. Sorry, just checking to see where that even landed. Finds a double 13. My goodness. Tom Curtin, he doesn't need to know his math. He just needs to check to see which side the dart hit. And he just nails it. Perfect perfection. Third dart. What a take there. 119 out from Tom Curtin. Unbelievable. Believe that's Mr. Pilch in the comments. Thank you. Hope that you're having a great night. These guys are certainly having a great time tonight with their game. My goodness, look at the averages. It's certainly been a lot of fun to be back on the broadcast. Everyone's certainly happy to be back, showcasing the pride of Massachusetts here, the best of the best regional players. Again, we are so thrilled to bring this to you all live every Monday for the next couple of weeks. Man, oh man, if every game is like this, I'm not going to have a voice by the end of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Joe looking to fire in 100. There it is. Solid visit there. Tom, 4-5-6. Looking to continue the monstrous scoring that we're so used to. Fires in a big 140. Both dart points right in the corners of that triple 20 segment. Doing very well to catch back up. And, oh my goodness, reliable. A little bit of confetti there. That might be 100, though. It is indeed a 100 scored. Scoring power of both of these guys have just been immense. You find yourself in a match like this where both shooting so well, it really can be quite nerve-wracking. The best thing that you can do is just not get in your own way. Let the darts flow naturally. Do what you do best. These upper levels of darts, mental game is usually the hardest part to overcome, not letting the frustration of these near misses get to you. Joe will do well to rally after that 45, sitting at 201. Tom looking to try and punish here. Finds that triple 20 again. Finds that single bull. Indeed, that is what we call power shooting, power scoring, just power darts. Joe looking to try and find some more to try and knock down his score to an out to leave himself a chance. A little bit of a step back, wants to try and leave himself something to work with. hits the three, so maybe too long of a pause there, break of rhythm. Tom eyeballing 95 is going to go, looks like single 18. Might be a bullseye, not quite sure. Finds that trip 19 to leave himself double 10. Wow, great finish off of a misstep of that first one, and Tom takes the third set. 3 legs to 1.
Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
Both previous legs, Tom, first dart was a little bit of a mistake, a little bit of an error. Finds his way home regardless. Again, the outer ring of the board has just been there for Tom tonight. 89.21 average. My goodness, that is quite scary. Joe firing away with a 41 to get things going here in this fourth set. Needs to really work here. Tom won the first set. Joe won the second. Tom takes the third. So theoretically, if we were following that pattern, Joe should take this. Joe's been so reliable on this triple 20 tonight. Again, a little bit of a block there. Choosing to stay there, but can't quite find it. Again, in that situation, it's a little curious why they don't move down to trip 19 or trip 18 across. Sometimes you just get a forest of flights in the way, and it's not quite worth it to barge your way through. But if you're Tom Curtin, I guess it works out in the end. Solid 100 there from Tom. Solid darts. Joe looking to try and fill it up here. There's 2 darts in there. Third dart. Oh, just wide. 1-2-5 scored. Again, great darts. Way to catch back up. Put the pressure back on Tom to try and keep on running. Tom does very well to find that trip 20 again. So rare that we walk away from a single visit without Tom hitting at least 1 triple. Buying himself that time, buying himself those opportunities, and Joe feeling the pressure every single time that he steps up to the line. Big shout out to Anthony Cromie for our new Worcester Premier League throw lines. They look fantastic. The players love them. Really appreciate that you got that done for us, Cromie. Thank you very much. Tom looking to fill up the triple 20 bed. Get in there, Tom. I think that's a 180. I think he got it done. Big 180 there from the Emperor, leaving himself 44. Solid stuff. All of a sudden, a lot of pressure there from Joe. Try and keep pace to leave himself something workable. Only a 60 found, so Tom just looking to clean up. Will probably go 12. Down to double 16. Goes a little wide, needs to try and correct. And again, can't find it, so all of a sudden, opportunities out of nowhere for Mr. Ricard. Joe looking to take out 118. 98 remaining, has to stay there. Can't fall, well wide. He can even see the disappointment on Joe's face. He knows that that was an opportunity. Shot down, only 44 punched in. Rudgy in the chat says, my homie Cromie. Indeed. Tom Curtin eyeing up double 16 one more time. Finds it with the second one, using that first dart as a great guide, great line. The first leg of set 4 goes in the ledger books for Tom Curtin. Joe not far behind, but just not quite keeping pace with the scoring power and prowess of the Emperor. Looking to try and find a 100. He does. Again, it's never in doubt. Pressure right back on Joe to try and keep up. First dart's money. Second dart just can't quite follow the line. Still plenty of space there. Looks like it goes into the trip 5. Does find the big 1-2-5. So second dart, a little bit of a problem child there in the triplets that Joe has in his hand. Another solid 100. Back-to-back hundos there for Tom Curtin. And Joe just trying to keep pace. Needs to find a 120 plus here. Again, the second dart just not following orders. Third dart stays straight, only 85 found. Tom, 301. Joe barely edging out a slight lead, really relying on missed darts there from Tom. And again, two weird ones there. Reliably finds that triple 20 there, uses the first two more or less as a fence to catch that third dart. But this is the opportunity for Joe to really leapfrog if he can find two in there. Still plenty of space. He's going to stay. Looks like he doesn't find it. 100 found, just below by millimeters. Again, not the lead that Joe was looking to try and take. Wanted more. One more of those is going to do Tom very nicely, and he does find it. The big 1, 2, 3. My goodness. What significant pressure on Joe now. Really needs to find two if he wants a chance at this leg. Needs to seriously correct here, and that's an overcorrection. Unfortunate. It's all just falling apart there. 26. Not an out. Bogey number, 165. Tom working with 116. 96 remaining. So it will not go this time. But he will look to leave himself 16, and he does. Solid savior third dart there. 16 left. Joe staring down, no way home. Can only set up from here. What's another one of those? Will look to stay for 95 if he misses, so 95 punched in. But Tom, eyeballing double 8. Will he find it? Just wide. Finds it on the second one. The correction's there, and all of a sudden, two legs on the spin. Tom Curtin is eyeballing a 3-1 set victory here. Unless Joe has something to say on it and can win 3 on the spin, it's going to be a big ask from Joe. But Joe is more than capable of getting it done here, but these darts are not proving us wrong. And that is a very unfortunate first 3, broadcasted 3 of WPL Season 3. Very unfortunate for Mr. Ricard there, but Tom has been putting the pressure on, and Joe is just starting to crack, and that is a great third dart there from Tom Curtin. 100 punched in. Joe needs to find the lot here if he wants to try and keep up. Not finding a triple. 60 is reliable, though. But these are the types of situations that Tom will just take those missteps and run. Finds another triple. Finds another triple to 135. Massive pressure there on Joe Ricard from Tom Curtin. Solid darts. Joe needing to find more of the triples. I mean, they're all great darts. Does very well to find that 100 to try and keep pace. 338 remaining. 266 for Tom Curtin. And they just seem to flow so naturally. Goes downstairs, 99. Another solid visit. Tom hovering around 100. Unbelievable stuff there. Joe right around 78 himself, which is a respectable average, but again, just not quite able to keep pace in the long term. He was right there neck and neck in the opening legs of this series, but Tom is really running away, doing very well to leave himself 167. Will not go. But these are the types of shots the highest level of players will make, as they'll leave themselves the 167 regardless, because it's the right thing to do. Joe looking to eye up. Oh, another loose dart there. Needs another triple. Can't find it. 85, so he will leave himself 210. Tom looking for 67. 16 left. Just wide, double 8. One more dart. And he goes inside, so again, no pressure on Tom, but for his own sake, he wanted that one. Joe really needs to fill it up here if he wants to put the pressure on. I'm not sure if that's in the triple 20 bed. Believe that's only 76. Indeed it is, and Tom, double 4 for the series victory here to go on to the finals of week 1, and I believe that's it. The Emperor has taken the match against Joe Ricard, 89. That'll update here shortly. 89.04 to 78.21. No mercy, no quarter. And what a game between these two guys, wow, what a fantastic start.
Looking for a way to support the Worcester Premier League directly? Check out our coffee page. Every dollar donated goes right back into the league, helping us cover operations and build a bigger prize pool for the players. Your support makes it possible for us to keep the WPL growing season after season. Once again, your donation helps us keep the competition thriving and the darts flying. Visit our page at coffee.com/WPL darts to make a contribution today.